Hello, everyone. We've had some news again in Canada. This is my report, of course. So, the Prime Minister, um, Parliament here got suspended. They were supposed to be debating our Emergency Act, which they started doing, and now they've stopped. The Senate, which is the House of Sober Second Thought, which is supposed to take a look at the legislation and agree, yes, emergencies are required, blah, blah, blah. Now, today there is a rumor, I watched it on Viva Fry, that the Prime Minister has now changed his mind. He is going to rescind the Emergency Act. Now, let me tell you what the Prime Minister of Canada has told the police to do, and they did it. They sabotaged the farm equipment. Some farmers were here. They smashed their radiators, put holes in the oil pans, slashed the tires. The police, the wonderful, wonderful police who used to say before 1981, when we got our new constitution, which is invalid, by the way, police cars all used to say to serve and protect the public. Now it says police services from 1981 until now. They do the bidding of the Prime Minister. They're masters. You know, they're a little bit like stormtroopers from Star Wars, if you want to know. They beat people up. They won't beat you up until you're handcuffed. When the handcuff goes on, then the beating starts. You get kneed in the head, kneed in the ribs. You'll have broken ribs. Your teeth are going to be loose. Cops love it. Love it. Here in the tyranny of Canada, which is Justin Trudeau, the Prime Minister says, he just loves the tyranny of China. He loves China. In fact, he sold a runway in northern Canada in the Arctic. There's a gold mine up there which has a runway for aircraft. Chinese have bought it. The Chinese government, a communist government, bought Canadian soil. And the Americans are a little bit afraid. They're quite angry right now because they're afraid the Chinese military are going to land their jet fighters up there, which they can do. I mean, they own it, right? And before that, we had a Prime Minister named Stephen Harper, a flatlander. He's from the prairie. He's never been to Montreal. I think he was in, he was at Margaritaville once or twice with Jimmy Buffett. You know, he likes to play guitars and stuff like that. But I don't think he's been anywhere else. I would call him an unsophisticated person. He also approved the sale of the potash plant in Saskatchewan, which is huge. Which makes fertilizer, of course, so that we can all, have wheat and corn and things like that. Not knowing, of course, that it's an essential thing for Canada. So the farmers on the Western Canada, and he's from farm country, went right to his door and said, "What the hell are you doing? That's an essential resource for Canada." So he had to break the deal with China. He had to go to the Chinese Communist Party. He bought them all lunch. He bought them dinner. He brought in a couple of bands, and they played for a while. And the Chinese are looking at each other like, "What is this?" "It's rock and roll, baby, rock and roll. I'm Stephen Harper from Canada." So anyway, we had to pay a penalty, of course, and give them their money back. And because they're not they're not thinkers really. They're reactionaries. He's a reactionary too, isn't he? The tyrant of Canada right now. His mother, I believe, has been diagnosed as being bipolar. I'm not sure that he's mentally able to govern Canada. I'm not sure. I watched Rex Murphy, who is an old man, and he was talking to Jordan Peterson. They were having a discussion about the current affairs of Canada. And I noticed that Rex Murphy, when he talked about the Liberal Party, of which Justin Trudeau is the leader, he pulled his punches. He didn't really take a swing. I mean, he wanted to swing, but that's the Liberals, and I'm a Liberal. And then when he talked about the Conservatives, he made jokes about the Conservative Party and the NDP, while they've completely destroyed themselves. But the Liberals, it's like he wants to go a couple of rounds with Mike Tyson, but he won't swing all the way. He just, that's the Liberals, and I'm a Liberal. So it was painful to watch. In fact, I commented many times like, "Jesus, Rex, if you're going to swing for fuck's sakes." Anyway, excuse the French, but I'm in Canada. I just wanted to do this quickly. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. As far as we know, it is only a rumor. But the farm equipment has been destroyed by the police. Nobody knows where the trucks are. The police took them, they took the people out, they handcuffed them, and they beat the shit out of them on the street. The police do this. The police won't beat you up unless you're handcuffed. That's the way it works. I don't know if you know that. That's how it is in Canada. I'm going to sign off for now. My friends are going to close the show. They got a couple more skits they're working on. Anyway, thanks for listening to me. You guys have a nice time. Bye.
Wow, Pedro gives you his special gypsy glasses and this is what you choose to look at? Pedro's not very sorry for you. Oops.